My son Bradley is 8 years old. He has Down syndrome. When he was born, we didn't know for about the first 12 hours that he had Down syndrome, so it was a bit of a shock to find out. We weren't sure what his future held for him. Would he be able to walk? Would he go to school? Would he talk? And when he was about 4 months old, we went to the Erie County Fair and we saw a performance by the Moving Miracles program. And it was very inspiring, and I just looked at Bradley and I said, you know, Bradley, you're going to be doing this. This is something we're going for. And seeing those dancers of all different abilities, there were people with Down syndrome, people in wheelchairs, just made us so hopeful for his future.
I have 2 siblings with disabilities. My younger brother, who's 17, has cerebral palsy, and my younger sister, who is now 14, has severe autism. Both siblings, I must say, have most definitely benefited from this environment of Moving Miracles, and because I was able to see how much they enjoyed it, it kind of drew my attention. So I started volunteering here, and I've been here ever since, and it's almost been 5-6 years now. The first year of Moving Miracles I did, it was my brother's class, which is separated from my sister's. So the first year that I did this was with my brother, and we did a dance called He's Not Heavy, He's My Brother. And that impacted me so much that within a week I went and got a tattoo, He's Not Heavy, He's My Brother, with the autism puzzle piece for my sister, just to incorporate both of them. But that dance definitely had a huge impact on us. My dad was also involved, so kind of the whole family was up there. It was a tearjerker, but it was definitely worth it.
The draw for me to Moving Miracles is the fact that children with special needs have a place to go to be part of a group or a club and be with other children like them that have special needs, and they feel part of the community, part of a social scene, and I think that's very important for all children. The studio now is a welcoming, warm, bright facility with state-of-the-art dance equipment, floors, mirrors, all the things that any dance studio would have. They also accommodate wheelchairs, they accommodate lifting situations of heavy children. They have equipment that is adapted to each specific child's needs. So I think she's done a really great job of including all kids with disabilities into the dance program as much as she possibly can.
I am program manager here at Moving Miracles, and I have been dancing since I was 3 years old, and I absolutely love to dance. And since I have a background in special education, it only made sense to take dancing, which I love, and teaching, and bring them both together and spend my time here. The best part about teaching at Moving Miracles is you come here to work, but it doesn't feel like a job. You get to dance around with the students, and you get to know them in a different way than everyone else knows them. You only feel better every time you see a student conquer that new step that you've been working on for months. When they finally get it right, it's one of the greatest feelings that you can have, and it can't be recreated in any other way.
Moving Miracles is very important because not many people with disabilities are able to go out and socialize or get physical exercise, and this is a place for them to get both socialization and physical exercise, and they enjoy it at the same time. When you see someone in a certain situation that you couldn't understand how to live with, and you're seeing that person smile, it just makes all your problems minuscule.
Depending on if they're non-ambulatory or ambulatory, we'll put them in a class with students around their age for socialization, and then we also do it based on their movement and what they're able to do. So once we figure out what class they're in, then we're catering to them, and even in class, we're working individually with their needs, with their body alignment, in ways that help them, not just the whole class.
The studio is extremely important to the community because it includes children that otherwise normally would not be included. People in wheelchairs, sometimes they can't even get into a regular dance studio. Definitely the staff at regular dance studios does not have the specialized training in how to work with children that are have mobility issues, that may be on the autism spectrum. There are definite ways of dealing specifically with children of all, children that have autism. You have to deal with them in a certain way. There are a lot of behavior issues. So a typical dance studio would not be able to manage those sort of problems without special training. And I think that Moving Miracles is extremely important to the community because it opens up doors for children with disabilities to be able to participate in group situations, to be able to move to music, to feel the rhythm, and to be included in a social situation like they offer at Moving Miracles. The program has several benefits. First of all, physical benefits. A child with muscle issues, muscle contractures, inability to really freely move muscles and joints. The program provides stretching, slow movement, and full expansion of joints and muscles, and that's extremely beneficial for him. It helps relax him. I notice after class, when we get back home, he's in a completely different state of relaxation. So there's physical benefits that come from stretching and getting out of his wheelchair and moving to music.
We love this Moving Miracles program for the confidence it has instilled in Bradley and how he is able to interact better with children at school, how it has allowed him to be himself, and he really enjoys expressing himself through dance. When he first started, he was barely walking. He'd only been walking about 6 months at that point. He walked when he was 2.5, and he has become very stable, very coordinated. He can play soccer and baseball, and I attribute a lot of it to the work that he's been doing with the Moving Miracles dance program.
He's not different. If he goes to a typical dance class, he would stand out. He would be the only child in a wheelchair or the only child with mobility issues. Here, he's just another kid, just like all the rest of the kids in the class. And I think that gives him a sense of, hey, there's other people in the same boat that I'm in. I'm not that different. I don't stand out or stick out. Definitely has social benefits. Listening to music that's appropriate for a teenager to listen to, being with the volunteers and the staff that works at Moving Miracles. They know how to work with kids with special needs. They talk to them like a typical 15-year-old. They don't talk to him different or like he has different needs or disabilities. He's just treated like a typical kiddo that's 15 years old, which is very important.
Bradley loves coming to dance class. His sisters also dance, and when I say we're leaving for dance, he says, "My dance?" And I says, "Yes, Bradley, your dance." And he says, "Yes!" He just loves coming here, and he has so many friends here that he's so excited to see every week, and he really looks forward to coming every Tuesday. We as a family, it's such an emotional experience, and we just think it's the greatest thing. There's really not words to describe that recital. It's an amazing experience.
Our students begin to develop friendships outside of the classroom. They don't just come in for 45 minutes to dance with each other. It translates into a real friendship beyond the classroom. They go to slumber parties together, birthday parties, and then they come back to the studio and tell us all about their amazing friendships.
It's a great forum for other parents to sit and meet and talk about their issues and wheelchair issues and school issues. So it's almost like a support group for parents because we're all in the same boat here.
We love Sheila and her staff. We feel like they truly are family. They care about us. They care about my whole family, not just Bradley. It's an amazing place to come where everybody is so friendly and really understands what you're going through.